What's going on, team? We're back. We have a day of training. It's 7:30. It's not even that early, but it's still very, very dark. It is minus 1.5 degrees outside. It's December? It's not. It's January. It's January 3rd. And we're going in. We've got a full day, a full session of kind of CrossFit. So this week's actually been really good. It's been the first week in about 3 months that I've managed to get a full week of strength and metcons in. So slowly the motivation is coming back. We have a bit of an upper body focus today, with a kind of lower body focused metcon that we're going to go through. We are at a JD Gyms in Gloucester. It's the closest gym to me that kind of has everything. And the reason we're here so early is so I can avoid the class at 9 a.m. So hopefully it's not too busy. Hopefully there's not too many New Year resolutions in, because it's Saturday and it's early. So we'll see. Starting off with split jerks, and let's take you through the full session.
All right, let's walk through the whole session. We're starting off with a warm-up. Now, anything that we're trying to do overhead, I really focus on warming up the thoracic, which is that region kind of at the top of your back. If you feel tight in your overhead position, in your front squats, in your front rack, this could be an area of attention that you need to be working on. And then obviously warming up the shoulders, adding a little bit of a rotational press, trying to get the shoulders moving before we go into our split jerk work. Now, what we're trying to do here, we've got 3 different complexes to work through. Starting off with push jerks, we're going to start with 2 and then 1 split. Then we'll go to 1 and 1. And then we'll finish off on a couple of heavier singles. Now, what we're trying to do, obviously, is build up. Where we can, we're trying to stay touch and go in that first bit with our push jerks. When it gets heavy enough, then we're going to think about stopping and almost resetting completely before we go to that split jerk. So as soon as I got to 90, reset in that front rack before I went into my split jerk. This was the set just before I went into my heavier singles. And for today, stayed at 100, hit 2 sets here. Little bit unstable in that catch position, but it's been a while since I've gone this heavy, so we'll take it. That's why I stayed at 100 rather than building up on the second. Just wanted to make sure I got that one right. Then we move into our kind of accessory or gymnastics piece. This is, on paper, a very straightforward one. We've got 2 sets of 10, 8, 6, 4 handstand push-ups and press-ups. However, you'll notice very quickly the pump is real and you really have to push through the fatigue in your shoulders and arms. In between those 2 big sets, you want to have a nice long rest to allow the shoulders to recover, but it's a really good way to get some good reps in under a little bit of fatigue, and it's just straightforward bodyweight work. Then we went into the workout, very, very simple, 10-minute AMRAP, 50-foot sled push, and then we're going into kettlebell thrusters. So it's a lot of legs on purpose. We're trying to really fatigue and push through and build up some leg endurance. The sled obviously taxes the quads, and then we go into those kettlebell thrusters again, which is going to tax the legs, get the legs full of blood, and you're going to have to push through. I was surprisingly blown up by this. The lungs were definitely blowing at the end.
Just like that, done. In and out in an hour is 8:30. So fairly straightforward in terms of a CrossFit session if you're trying to get training in under an hour. Main strength piece, an accessory piece, looking at either gymnastics or working on some more strength elements that you might need to be bringing up. And then a workout. If you kind of assign 20 minutes to each piece, it gives you time to warm up, gives you time to set up and obviously execute the piece that you're doing. So if we're short on time and we're trying to figure out how to get more functional CrossFit hybrid training in, then that structure is really, really good to do. If you have any questions about training, about fitting training into shorter times and how to make it effective, drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.